Welcome to Creative DIY with Momdas and welcome to Vlogtember 2021. We are fast moving towards the time of festivals and special occasions to be celebrated with friends and family. So today I'm going to share with you 6 methods for making napkin rings. They are easy methods using fabric and paper and old book pages. And these 6 types of napkin rings can be used for fall as well as Thanksgiving or any tablescape during the autumn season. To begin with, obviously we need some napkin rings. So you can take any of the store-bought napkin rings. They can be flat napkin rings or just ring shaped. They can be in plastic or wood. One tip: you can use small bangles or even shower curtain rings by just cutting off the extra hook and use them for DIY napkin rings. Another way is using sturdy rolls. These are from tissue paper roll, but they need to be a little strong, sturdy ones. You can use them by cutting them into small sizes. I'm going to preferably use the ones which are 1 inch wide. Just cut them with a strong blade and you will have rings to work with. This should be broad enough to allow your napkins to go through. Or you can take a cardstock paper of the desired width and you can just roll it and glue it nice and strong, and you will have a napkin ring base to work with. Because we are going to embellish it further and make it designed for a theme, so even these will work great. Now here are my rings ready, and because I'm going to use a mix of fabric and old book pages today, so to take a fabric of your choice, I decided to take an orange one and just I need a length which would just overlap at the edge and is more than twice, say about 3 times the width of your napkin ring. So once I have cut a piece of fabric like this, I just place my napkin ring in the center, overlap the pieces, add some glue here and stick this around. Add some glue on the edges of the fabric and just push them down and adhere them well with the inside portion. Similarly on the other side, and I'll have a beautiful fabric covered napkin ring. Just the inside needs to be done a little neatly so as to get a good finish, not just a good finish. If the inside is neat, you can easily slide in the napkins and take them out. So if you're working with fabric, this is how, and once it's covered it will look nice and very professional. I'm using old book pages all this month, so another option is you can cover this whole thing with an old book page, especially the text matter portion, because I'll just cut it to the size and glue it here because the text matter portion looks really elegant and has more character than the flat size, so I'm going to use that as another option. Now one can use craft glue or PVA glue for the fabric, or a fabric glue if you need one, and one can just use a glue stick if you're just working with paper, or you can use glue gun. That's another easy option. So I have 4 different types of napkin rings ready. Next I took a piece of sturdy cardstock paper and some kind of lid, just any lid. I basically want a circle of a size which will be appropriate for these rings. Just cut these out. And I have a circle. Now I'm taking an old book page and I am folding it because I want multiple circles to start with. So I'm just folding it such that it can accommodate my circles. So I think I will get 6 circles out of one old novel paper and cut these circles. So I'm using this cardstock paper circle that I've cut in the earlier step as a template to cut the rest of the circles. Now with 6 of these circles, I'm just going to take some color pens in orange and yellow and just outline the circles. If you want to use a brush and color, use a watercolor or a thin acrylic color so that a little bit of text matter is seen through. So I have 6 of these pages colored, so the outside is orange and the inside is yellow, and then I have the old textbook paper. It's a color gradient for especially for the fall or autumn and will look really nice. So now I'm going to fold each of these into halves. Since this is a paper craft purely, so I'm using a glue stick. Just take one of this folded circle and place the other one right on top of it and go on with all the rest of the pieces. I also applied glue on the top and the bottom portion, and I'm going to glue it on top of this cardstock paper. Now I unfold it and attach. So the first one and the last one, and the rest can open in between like this. So it's kind of a pumpkin here, and this thing can be, you can use anything which is giving a good contrast and just glue it on top of that ring, and you have a pumpkin napkin ring ready for your pumpkin themed tablescape for fall. For the next pumpkin ring, I took a 1-inch strip of old book page or old novel paper. You can take any paper of your choice and change it, and I'm going to fold it in an accordion fold. Accordion folders, you fold one this side, once the other side, again this side and the other side till you have finished all the paper. Trim off anything that is extra, and this when opened it will be like this. So this is the folded portion, and I'm just going to cut a trim on the upper side like a picket fence, and then add some glue right in the bottom so that they stick together. Add some glue on either side, and then I took a cardstock paper. This is of the same thickness as this fold but twice the length. So now I just open it, just hold it and open and glue it right there. Hold it for a while till everything dries up. Next, I took some pistachio shells, or you can use any other shell, and I picked one which is specially a little dark stained like this because it will form a contrast. Then I took the orange pen and I'm just going to make a beak here, just painting a beak shape and maybe 2 eyes, and then glue it right in the center of this like this, and I'll have my little turkey. Now with my little turkey here, I hope you can appreciate the face, the little beak and the eyes. Now I wanted to give it a little contrast, so I took the napkin ring with the orange fabric and I'm just going to glue it on top of this. For my third napkin ring, I'm using some fabric. This is a lovely fabric in orange and white gingham or checks. Now one can just cut a square piece or a rectangular piece, fold it to get a long rectangle, and close three sides either by stitching or by using glue, and stuff the inside with little cotton or a very soft thin sponge and close it so that you have almost a flat pillow like this. Now once this pillow is ready, I'm just going to fold it and hold it like this to look like a bow, and then either you can add a ribbon. I want to add more of fall color, so I took a jute twine and I'm going to wind it all around and glue it. Spread the bow a bit and use one of the contrasting napkin ring and just glue on top of it like this, so that when the napkin goes in, the bow is on either side. The final one using the old book page is going to be the easiest. I'm going to give it a little more contrast with black, so I took this spider shape that I had. It's for crafting purpose only, and all I'll do it is just glue it on top of my book page napkin ring, and there would be a lovely contrast, and you can use it for Halloween. Today I'm joining the challenge called So You Think You Can Craft. This is a challenge that has been given by Melissa from the channel Melissa Makes It DIY, and her co-host of the month is Artsy Maddie. So I'll put links to both their channels and to the playlist in my description box for more ideas. For the fifth napkin ring idea, I took one old book page and I'm going to trim off the edges which doesn't have text in them and cut a big piece out. With just the text matter in it. Now I'm going to fold it once and then again the other way, the other side, and I have this twice folded paper, and I'm going to make a pattern on this. So you can use any kind of pattern of tags. You can look for different patterns for tags and make one search. So this is my pattern here. I hope you can see, and I'm going to cut it out. I folded it before making the pattern and cutting so that I get a symmetrical piece. Now I also made a mark here for the hole here as well. You will see why. And now when I open my folded paper, it has a beautiful symmetrical pattern. Next I took another cardstock paper in a darker color than this, and I'm going to glue it such that there is a little margin left outside, or maybe glue it just to the size if you want to. Now one can either leave this as the margin or highlight it further with some black color, because black stands out better on old textbook paper. So I mark these places because I'm going to cut them out. I want nice edges, so I'm punching 2 holes on either side and then I'll connect them. Now you can write a name or a message, anything that you like, in the center. Next I took a little strip of fabric or ribbon. Take any desired length that you want and just make sure that you put swallowtails. Swallowtails are nothing but just little V's on ends of ribbons or strips of fabric. They not only look nice, but they also prevent fraying. Now the napkin can go inside on this side, and you can take the ribbon out from these holes or gaps that we made. I even highlighted the gaps as you see here, and just tighten it up. For the 6th DIY, I again took a old novel or old book page, and I folded it along the length size because I want a long strip, and then I'm going to glue it because I want to make it a little stronger, and double page would be a good sturdy piece to work with. Similarly, I have two such, and I'm just going to glue one on top of the other. I'll just cut off this plain side so that it merges well with the other strip and it looks seamless. So now I have a really long piece. Now it depends on how wide you fold your napkin, so you will need a required length as that. So I decided to use only the center, a portion of 4-inch wide or 3 inches from this, because I'll fold it like a belt, and I can put a name or a message here. So it can be as simple as this, or you can use intricate patterns for this. Now this will just go around the napkin like a belt and enclose it inside, and you can just glue the other edge and trim off whatever is the extra. I hope you liked my today's inexpensive DIYs of making napkin rings in 6 different styles, and I'm sure you'll find one or more styles that you would like to recreate for your home. If you'd like to see more of old book pages crafts, check out my channel and the playlist called Paper Craft for more ideas. If you like this, please give it a like, comment and share, and see you soon. Thank you so much.